Welcome back to another FIFA Club World Cup fantasy video. In this one, I'll select my team for Matchday for the round of 16. But first, I'll quickly run through the updated rules and my updated booster strategy. Let's have a look. So the mystery booster is revealed. It's a qualification booster. This means that every player in your starting 11 that advances and win their game in Matchday 4 and goes round to the quarterfinals in Matchday 5, they will get an additional 2 points. This could potentially be a really good chip, and my plan is to play it in Matchday 4. So I will activate my booster for the round of 16, and the reason for this is that I think that it's easier to predict the scores in the round of 16. I think that the games will be a bit tighter in the quarterfinals, so my plan is to activate my mystery booster or the qualification booster this match day. So these are the fixtures for Matchday 4. The only teams that are not confirmed yet is Real Madrid and Al Hilal, but all it takes for this to happen is for Real Madrid to beat Salzburg in the last game in their group. So these are the most likely fixtures, and let's have a look at which teams we should invest in. My first thought is that Chelsea could be a really interesting team for the round of 16. They will play against Benfica and they are favorites to win that game, and they will be favorites in the quarterfinal as well, playing against the winner of Palmeiras against Botafogo. So I will invest in Chelsea players for my Matchday 4 team. On the same side of the draw, we have Inter Milan playing against Fluminense and Man City playing against Al Hilal. I will most likely double up on Man City. They had a really good game against Juventus. They have some players that's really interesting that got a rest in Matchday 3 as well. So I will most probably have a couple of Man City assets in my team. I will probably have one player from Inter as well, but I will not have more than this because they will play against each other most likely in the quarterfinal in Matchday 5. So on the other side of the draw, PSG against Inter Miami. PSG, they are huge favorites in this fixture. The only problem with PSG assets at the moment is that if they win against Inter Miami, they will play against a strong Bayern Munich in the quarterfinal. Of course, Bayern Munich, they have to beat Flamenco first, but they are big favorites in that fixture as well. So PSG and Bayern Munich, be careful, don't load up on their assets. I wouldn't advise you to triple up on both PSG and Bayern Munich because this will force you to use 3 free transfers ahead of the quarterfinals. Madrid against Juventus, I think this game is hard to call, so I will not load up on players from those teams. Dortmund against Monterrey, this is one of the best fixtures in the round of 16, so I think that we should consider investing in Dortmund. But as mentioned, the team that I am most interested in and I think that have the easiest way to the semifinals, this is Chelsea. So let's have a look at their assets. So as mentioned, Chelsea are huge favorites in the round of 16, and if they win their fixture against Benfica, they will be favorites in the quarterfinal as well. So I will probably triple up on Chelsea assets in my round of 16 team. So let's have a look at their players. First out is Pedro Neto. Had a really good Club World Cup so far, scoring 2 goals. He got a rest in Matchday 3, so I think that he is a starter for Matchday 4. Only priced at 6.5, so budget-friendly option, selected by 16% of the managers. So no scouting bonus for Pedro Neto, but I think that he is a really good pick for Matchday 4. Next out is Sanchez, their goalkeeper, another option that is most likely going to start in Matchday 4. If you want to cover the Chelsea defense, he is another option to consider. I know that Jurgensen played some games for Chelsea at the end of the season, but Sanchez has played all the Chelsea games so far in this competition, so I think that he is their goalkeeper in Matchday 4 as well. Last on this list is Cucurella. A bit more expensive, but he has attacking threat as well. Scored 5 goals and 2 assists in the Premier League 2024-25 season. In this game, he is a bit more expensive, as mentioned, 5.8 and 25% selected, but I think that we should consider Chelsea at least having one defensive asset from Chelsea. So if you need a goalkeeper, go for Sanchez, but if you can afford and need another defender, I think that Cucurella is a really good option. Other Chelsea assets that's sure to mention: Colwill, if you need a defender a bit more budget friendly compared to Cucurella. Colwill, he is nailed on to start. He was rested in Matchday 3, only priced at 5.3, and he is currently selected by 4.5% of the managers, so he can potentially pick up the scouting bonus as well. So if you have a player that is selected by less than 5%, he will pick up an extra 2 points, and he will get an additional 2 points if he wins his game and goes through to the quarterfinal as well. So Colwill can potentially be a really good asset for Matchday 4. Cole Palmer, not in his best form, 9.6, but we know that he has some really interesting qualities. He can score direct free kicks, which will give extra points in this game as well, and he is Chelsea's penalty taker. So if you have the funds, I think that Cole Palmer still deserves some consideration. Last on this list, Delap. I'm not really a huge fan of him, to be honest, new to the squad, but he will potentially start Matchday 4. The reason for this is that their other number 9, Nicholas Jackson, he is suspended, so he will not play in Matchday 4. The problem with the Lap is that if you have him in your team, he might be benched for the quarterfinal in Matchday 5. So I'm not 100% sure that he will start. They can potentially play Neto as their number 9. Cole Palmer has played as false 9 a couple of times in Premier League as well. So the Lap is definitely a punt, but I think that we at least should have a triple F from Chelsea considering the fixtures, and if you need an attacker, a forward, then the Lap probably is a decent shout, but he will probably not be in my team. So let's have a look at my team for Matchday 4. So my team for Matchday 4, I'll start with a couple of surprises. My first goalkeeper will be the Botafogo goalkeeper John, and one of my defenders will be another player from that same fixture, Palmeiras player Piqueres. The reason for this is that they are owned by less than 5%, so they will potentially pick up the scouting bonus. One of them will advance to the quarterfinals as well, so they can potentially pick up both the scouting bonus and the qualification bonus. So I'll have them in my team. They played in the earliest fixture of this game week, so if he fails, they can be subbed out. Another reason for their inclusion is that they are budget friendly and lets me upgrade in other areas of my team. My other goalkeeper is a bit more expensive. I want to cover the PSG defense, so Donnarumma, he will be in my team. Let's continue with the defense. I talked about Chelsea. Colwill, he will be in my team. I prefer Cucurella, but Colwill, he is a bit more differential. He does not have the same attacking threat, but I think that he has a decent price at 5.3. So at the moment, Colwill is in my team. Another budget-friendly option is Anton, playing for Borussia Dortmund, only priced at 4.6, and he looks to be nailed on in their defense. Has a bit of attacking threat, of course. He cannot be compared to Svensson, probably Ryerson as well, but Anton at 4.6, I think that he is really good value. Another player that I think we should consider, a bit tougher fixture for Real Madrid, but I think that at 4.9, a starting left back for Real Madrid is worth a punt. The last player in defense is actually another value pick, Stanisic from Bayern Munich. I know that they will have a tough game against PSG in the quarterfinal, but I think that they have a really good fixture and are one of the teams that are most likely to win in the round of 16. So Stanisic at 4.9, I think that he is worth consideration. While talking about Bayern Munich, this brings me to my first midfielder at the moment. Ulis look really good in the competition so far. I like Harry Kane as well, but at the moment, as we'll see in a couple of minutes, I can't really stretch my funds to have Harry Kane in my team, but I think that Ulis at 9.4 is a really good option to cover the Bayern Munich attack. A cheap defense has allowed me to have a couple of strong players in midfield and up front, so in my team I will have Cole Palmer, 9.6, a bit expensive, but I talked about him earlier. He is on set pieces, including penalties for Chelsea, and I think that Chelsea, they are definitely the team that we should invest in. They have the easiest way and will probably make their way all the way to the semi-finals. And this actually leads me to doubling up on the Chelsea midfield. Cole Palmer is already in, but I will also include Pedro Neto in my team. I think that at 6.5 he is actually a better pick than Cole Palmer at the moment, so Pedro Neto, he will definitely be in my Matchday 4 team. My next player is a player that actually has had a bit of a disappointing 24-25 season, a really strong season the year before in 23-24, Phil Foden, player of the year in that season, but so huge expectations for him ahead of last season, but he has actually started to find some form at the moment, has done well in the Club World Cup and scored a goal in Matchday 3 as well. He did not start in Matchday 3, so I think that he is nailed on to start in Matchday 4, so Phil Foden, he will be in my team. So to round up the midfield, I have another player from Dortmund. As mentioned, they have one of the best fixtures in the round of 16, so this player also got a rest in Matchday 3, only played 20 minutes, so Brandt, he looks like a sure starter for Matchday 4. Another player that is in the same category got a rest in Matchday 3, but he came on for Man City and did really well against Juventus. Erling Haaland, he will be in my team, and he is a really good captain option for the round of 16 and their potential game against Al Hilal. I talked about my triple up from Chelsea. I have another triple up and it's from Dortmund. Can't really look past their fixture in Matchday 4, so Girassi, he will be one of my forwards. To round up this team, I have another player that I think is worth consideration because they have a really good fixture in Matchday 4. I'm not sure if Inter, if they are good enough to go all the way, but for Matchday 4, I really like the inclusion of Lautaro Martinez. They will play against Fluminense, and they are ranked as one of the worst teams left in the competition. So I have no other Inter players. I had the exact funds to have him as one of my forwards, so I have not owned Lautaro Martinez so far in the game, but I will most probably give him a chance for Matchday 4. So that's my team for Matchday 4. I will have one player from Palmeiras, one from Botafogo. One of them will at least get the additional points from the qualification booster, and hopefully they can pick up a clean sheet as well. And this will be a decent return from one of my players. In the Benfica-Chelsea game, I will have a triple up from Chelsea. Inter Milan, I will have Martinez up front playing against Fluminense, and I will have both Haaland and Phil Foden playing against Al Hilal. I'm a bit wary of investing too heavily in PSG and Bayern Munich because they have a good fixture in Matchday 4, but they will most probably play against each other in the quarterfinal. Real Madrid Juventus, I think this game is hard to call, so I will have the really good value pick in Garcia, the starting left back from Madrid, so I will have one player in this fixture and have a triple up for Dortmund's good fixture against Monterrey. Let me know what you think about this team in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for more FPL content. Really appreciate if you like this video as well. Hopefully I'll see you next time.